like a Hellcat.
So, where are we going right now, Jason?
AutoZone.
For what?
Paint.
Yes, that's the one. Because the first step to a good performance vehicle of any kind is making it look better.
Look better.
That's
10
not,
horsepower at least for the paint.
Yeah, 10 horsepower. So we're going to AutoZone because we're going to get some stuff, and then we'll be going on to the next part of the video. I know you guys were thinking I was going to say build, but we're not that ready. We're not ready yet. Sorry. Right now, we're like those guys in AutoZone in that aisle.
No, this isn't the aisle.
No, this isn't the aisle. This isn't the rice aisle. This is the stereo aisle. Can you add one of these? This is how to add 300 horsepower to any of your Hondas. I think I should put one of these on the Jetta.
No, you need this one.
Oh god. Duck Dynasty. And just for reference, no, we're not buying these. These are really important for any car build. Okay, well, we'll put that one in the car. That's the first time I've actually ever seen, like, a peelable clear coat.
From what I was reading, the Rust-Oleum ones are, like, they don't spray.
It's possible. I don't know, I've never tried peelable Rust-Oleum paint, to be honest. Just for those of you who don't know, if you're buying parts and the package looks like this, I think it may have been opened and you probably shouldn't buy it. Also, I don't think that it's worth paying like $18 for a shift knob. This is what part 2 of the build is going to be. How to install fake hood scoops.
On a TC?
On a Scion TC. That looks about where it would be. Oh, yes. I don't know. I think I should probably put this on the Jetta though. It'd probably make it sound less girly. This is another important step in any build, is make sure that you get a matching keychain to the car that you're building. Look at all the Corvettes and Camaros. Hello, Subaru! Hey bro, why'd you put a STI spoiler on a regular Impreza? It's such a douche thing to do. In case you haven't noticed, it's dark now. We weren't fast enough or quick enough to action. This is going to be the first modification to the Jeep. And we have to remove the dirt bike. I might have to do a dirt bike video. That'd be fun, right? The first hard part of this build, keeping the hood open.
That seems...
We are already higher garaging this.
Yeah, don't say that.
It can't be like this the whole time.
A better light would be cool.
Huh? Better light?
You have that.
Do you have like a construction light? So, I mean, you guys can't really see, I'm sure, but we got the light, and only one of them actually works, but thus far it's already helping. Okay, so first thing probably is going to be getting the cover for the fan off so you can get to the grill. Actually, wait a sec. This grill looks like it just kind of clips in. Da-da-da-da-da. Okay, I don't know why I feel the need to shake this, but I do. Okay, so basically what this video is going to be is, if I didn't already explain it, which I think I did, but I'm not really sure, we're going to be Plastidipping the Grille black for this first video. This is going to kind of be an instructional video on how to use Plastidip. Basically the goal is kind of to form a bond, because it's designed to go over smooth surfaces, unlike paint that usually needs something to grip on. So basically I'm just going to explain how to use it and how you can do the same for your car, or whatever you want to do it on. So let's get started then. But first we need to figure out how the grill comes off. So basically the problem we're having here is that you see this black, the part of the grill that's already black, that's actually like attached to the bumper basically, on this model anyway. So we basically have to remove this before we can actually take the chrome part off to Plastidip it. So once that's done is when we can actually get started with this, but first you gotta go ahead and get this done. I think we figured it out, but not too sure yet. So, progress update. Well, the grill is still on. It's loose, but it's still on. I don't know why, but he decided to design the most secure grill they could have possibly designed. And I applaud them genuinely. But it's kind of annoying. My gosh! What a moment of success! We got one side off, and it only took like an hour. Let's take a look at this. Yeah! Yes! Man, I can't imagine what the rest of this series is going to be like if it took us this long. So the first step is actually to clean it really well, because as you can see, and you can probably see, is this is pretty dirty, and we basically want to clean this up really well so that we can get a smooth surface and something that's really good for Plastidip, so that we can begin to create that bond. So yeah, first step is clean it up. So once you have your grill looking all nice and shiny and clean, which this one looks pretty much perfect other than the imperfections from scratches and stuff, well, you can go ahead and start the first coat. Okay, so the first step is actually just a really, really light dusting. This is definitely one of the most important things, because if you, I don't know, Plastidip starts off really thin and then it kind of just gets thicker as it starts to dry. So the first coat is really important, because if you don't put it on correctly, then it'll be all drippy and everything, and it'll mess up every other coat after that. And like I said, it's really thin, so make sure you start with the first coat. So you just basically do a light dusting. You shake it. So basically just do a light dusting like this, and it does go on extremely uneven when you first spray it. It's weird because as it starts to dry, it gets a lot less uneven. So there's going to be a lot of the original surface still showing after the first coat. So that's pretty much already the first coat completed. As you can see, there's a lot of the first original surface already showing. Okay, so we'll go ahead and wait till this dries, and we'll go ahead and get on to the next coat. It's also important to note that each coat takes different times in order to dry. Like, the first coat takes a lot less time than the second or third coat, and especially the fourth, fifth, and maybe even sixth coat that you're doing. So the first coat might take as little as like 15 minutes to dry, but other coats may take up to an hour. It just depends. Just take a look at it and use common sense. You can tell when it's dry, and if you are not sure it's dry, just keep waiting, because it's much better to be safe than sorry, especially with something that's as thin as Plastidip. So for the second coat, it's basically the same as the first coat. You just got to kind of get progressively heavier, but for the first and second coat, you're just trying to basically slowly cover it, and the third coat is when you start getting heavier. But for now, we're doing the second coat. We're just going to shake this up and just kind of do the same general deal. Gotta make sure you get all angles of it, obviously. That is pretty much the second coat as well. Like I said, just make sure you start slowly scattering along it. And to be honest, a lot of people like to do thicker coats of Plastidip at a time. And if you're careful, that does work. But to be honest, kind of, if you just do more thinner coats, it usually works better because there's less dry time and it's less splattery, so that's what I would prefer. So I guess we'll just wait till this dries and then we'll go on to the third coat. Okay, so the third coat is where you start to get a little bit heavier. So we're going to start to get a little bit heavier. And that's pretty much good for the third coat. Okay, so build episode 1 was kind of a fail in the long run. We pretty much ran out of time to get another coat on this, so I'm planning to do more things with Plastidip in the future. I'll probably do like an actual tutorial then. But thus far the project looks like this. It's not that good. It'll be more completed later. And there will be more build videos later, pretty much until this thing is done. And I think we have a couple more build series that'll be coming up at some point. So that's cool. So anyway, if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like, share and subscribe if you haven't already for more car content. And we will see you later, right?
No.
Okay, I'll see you later. He probably will at some point. Anyway, alright guys, see ya.